Ha ha ha. What? What? See, I just got dressed up and looking like a blue $100. The blue $100. I felt a little sorry that we lost. I always voted for Democrats since I became a U.S. citizen in 2012. I've been voting for Democrats. Don't get me wrong. Don't categorize me. I'm a immigrant from East Africa, exactly Ethiopia. So I've been voting for Democrats for some reason for a long time, and Kamala Harris lost last night, and but I'm still rocking the blue, guys. I'm still rocking the blue. Anyway, today I'm trying to discuss something about my life far and beyond that what I just started talking about. I'm not talking any politics. I'm not about politics. I don't like how the politics goes. I don't like the complication of politics. I don't like people killing people. I don't like wars. I don't like some people becoming rich and the poor becoming poorer. I don't like some people getting hurt and some people, like I don't like anything about being a politician. I'm a civil. I'm a civil, and I want to keep it that way. Anyway, so today I would like to talk about my personal life, and I just want to discuss something with you guys. Why I'm still single in the age 40, and whenever I talk to you guys, some of you guys on media, you guys surprised that I'm age 40 right now. I know, I get it a lot. People still guessing I look like 26. I get that a lot. I get that a lot. I feel like 26 too. Okay? There is no change. I still feel young. I still got the courage. I still got the motivation. I still got the strength of the time that I was in my 20s. So no matter, I'm still age 40 right now, even age 40. So I'm trying to discuss about why things are not happening in America. Like, why is it? Is it because of racial supremacy or racial confliction, racial, you know, unrelatedness, because we are unrelated mostly in America. We are unrelated. I open my door, my front door, and go out every day in public. I see unrelated people. We are unrelated. Okay, let me try to think what I saw today when I go out of my front door. I see a white girl walking a dog. I see a black guy walking with a white woman, white girl actually, not a woman, but she look young. So a black guy walking with a white girl and stuff like that. I see a lot of unrelatedness. That is, guys, concern. I'm trying to just based upon this story, like this is just taking our lifetime. It's taking our days, it's taking our months, it's taking decades, our life, while we're living in this unrelatedness and having no clue about, you know, trying to have a real life. You know what I'm trying to say, what about real life? Uh I have a house. What you think about? Do you? Do you own a house? I have a place to live. Thank God. Do you have a place to live? Okay, I'm gonna stop about that, and I'm trying to go to the next things. What is What are you driven out of from? Who are you? Like, can a person like me be related to you? Because sometimes in any given day we are dealing with, we are working with, we are, stepping every other day and like spending our time with people who are not related to us, or people that we don't know, or people from all around the world, all around the world, and finding yourself neutral on these complications. You're going to find yourself like you're in the middle of it. You don't find a common ground, and you just be in the middle of it saying like, whoa, what am I here for? What am I doing? Let me get back to the point that I start saying by I'm single. I don't like to be single, guys. I like to be single. That's why today I dress like I want to take you to the municipality office and let's get married. Let's sign that paper. Let's sign that paper and make it official. Isn't it get better? It's not gonna get any better. With my blue suit, with this outfit, bro, I got about like 10, 20 of this kind of outfits I love to wear, but it's gotta be for special occasions, like when you go to the church, when you go to social places, like very what can I say, casual places, if I can say like that, like something that you want to impress your community, your surrounding. I don't dress like this all the time, but today I did because I want to take you to the municipality office and get that signature from you. Okay, now let's get back to a solid point. When I came to this country in 2006, it was a time of a year that YouTube was 1 year old. YouTube was 1 year old. And uh, Facebook was about a year or something like 1 year old. MySpace was a little bit, toddler on those days. So, you know, information, because I love to see some people post videos on Facebook, on YouTube. I started YouTube in 2007 or 8. I started doing YouTube videos. So my first YouTube videos I created was around 2007 to 2008. And that account has been deleted from YouTube. When on those days, like when you try to change your username, it was complicated. You cannot do it like it's given right now. You can do change your profile name or your account name easily. But on those days, I try to change my account name and my account permanently deleted from YouTube. So I started doing YouTube around 2007, I believe, or early 2008. So guys, those times like information were being released, being coming out, a lot of things have been, become known to the public. So the politics was very scary. At some point, it was very scary because we are discovering, we are uncovering a politics aspect, economical growth, the economical status, social life, everything about people. Okay, Like we're known in Africa that we used to walk lions to in a village. We used to eat our dinner with hyenas. That's all people know about Africans. That's pretty much what they know about us. Africans walking with lions, eating dinner with hyenas. Am I right? That's all the world knows about us. It takes a decade. It took a decade to get to this point, and the world pretty much is united right now. It ended up like nobody want to be enemy of somebody. Nobody want to be an enemy of a nation or a country or the surrounding around us. Like, but it was not started like that. It was not started like that. So let me get back to the point where I came from. I'm Ethiopian, right? There was a lot of discrimination when I came to this country first. Like people used to look like, because it could be like because I was skinny, I was like tiny boy from Ethiopia, trying to get to know everybody. Like, and my English was, it was not as good as I'm talking. Probably, I don't know. I used to talk English good, but I believe it was not as good as I'm talking right now. So there was discriminations, hatred, unlook likeness, being a pushy because you're not politically or like socially unrelated to everybody around you. So there was a lot of political complications. I figured out in early 2008, 2009, stuff like that. So, things getting better in time. So this information's becoming known. People start post a lot of stuff on YouTube. I'm not talking about any media. I'm talking about YouTube. I'm talking about YouTube. People, you used to have a phone that you watch YouTube videos, and like you don't even see clearly. You do not have a chance to see that picture on YouTube clearly. Then smart TVs coming out. We got smart TVs. Then we start watching all those YouTube videos on smart TVs. And videos were not that perfect. They were not that HD quality. They were not 4K. They were not as clear as today. We have in a different qualities right now. Like you are in the presence of a content creator. You can see everything clearly right now. It wasn't like that before. It wasn't like that before. It took a generation, it took a decade to get back to that point. It took a whole lot of time. So let me get back to the point which surround my surrounding, my way of life. I've been pushed. I believe I've been pushed because I'm East African. East African push same way East Africans too, because like like say Somalians, I'm not Muslim. I came from a Christian family. Okay, I came from a Christian family. I'm a Protestant. So Protestant has been pushed there. There's a history in Ethiopia that Protestant has been pushed by Orthodox Christians in Ethiopia. There is a whole lot of big story about Protestants being beaten, being killed, being socially isolated in Ethiopia. That's a fact. But as you know, God multiplied us in that land. So Protestant is becoming a third most populated religion in Ethiopia right now. which Orthodox being the first, Muslims be a second, and Protestant be a third, mostly vastly spreaded religion in Ethiopia right now. Yeah, let me get back to this point one more time. The west side and the east side of Africans, the West Africans and the East Africans. So everybody believes most African Americans in this country belongs to the west part of Africa. There was not any slaves took out of the east part of Africa. It could, it could occur at that time, but not a lot of them came out of the east part of Africa. And that's why most African Americans claim they're mostly from, it could be from Liberia, Nigeria, it could be from Cameroon, it could be from Congo. That's what they still are claiming, or the DNA, which is the what do you call the test that you do to find your trees of your identity. I forgot the name, but you can do identity test, and you can find your origins, your roots, where your family, where your grandparents, where your blood, where your bones are, started, your roots. You can find out. Anyway, right now, at this moment, nobody cares about African politics, especially with Africans. There is no such time Africans united as right now. There was no such time. Okay, let me talk about my king, my presidents. Let's talk about King Haile Selassie. King Haile Selassie went to Jamaica. So apparently there was a rain when King Haile Selassie arrived to Kingston, Jamaica. And there was not rain in Jamaica for a long time. Imagine that a rainforest country, a tropical country like Jamaica, there was no rain for a long time. And when King Haile Selassie arrived to Kingston, there was eventually a rain. And I'm not talking about the doctrine. I'm not talking about the what do you call the philosophy behind it. But King Haile Selassie become a religion. Okay, King Haile Selassie become a savior for some people who believes in that philosophy, who believes in that a trace of uh, a biblical history which related King Haile Selassie to be uh, a prophet, a savior for for some people who believe in Rastafarians, Rastafarianism. King Haile Selassie becomes established King of Kings, Lord of Lords, a well-respected, what can I say, a god. King Haile Selassie become a god, even though most Africans still believe I am a god. It says so. The Bible says so. You are gods. You are created as gods. In God's figure, so you're gods. It is in the Bible. I'm not going to talk about that. But there is no such time Africans united as the present day. Now go ahead and watch TikTok videos. Go ahead and watch YouTube videos. A lot of Jamaicans marrying Ethiopian women. I love Nigerian women. I don't care about African Americans in this country. I really don't care. When I see African woman, whenever I go, like if I see African woman, I know them. I can identify them the way they dress, the way they walk, the way they do their everything. You can find African women in a blessed day that when you go out of your apartment, when you go out of your surrounding, you can find African women. I'm driven like for African women. I love African women. I go out to hang out with my friends sometimes. I can relate to plenty of African women and African guys. They're so friendly. They've been hanging out. Now, there is no such time African united as a family, as a community, as united as we're supposed to be. It's United Africa right now. Like we know about the walking videos of Kenya. We know about the walking videos of Nigeria. We know about the walking videos of on YouTube, Ethiopian walking videos, walking tour videos. You can sit down. People imagine this thing were not available to you. I mentioned King Haile Selassie and I forgot that I want to mention this thing. Kings, presidents, athletes, rich people, very distinguished rich people, they were not having this chance of visiting or identifying a community in Africa. We Africans do not know about each other, but we always hate each other. We always push each other. Mostly Ethiopians are blamed by some people say, oh, they think they're better than Africans. They think they're not Africans. They think they're prettier than all of us. They think they are better than all of us. I heard that a lot. I heard that a lot about because Ethiopians are physically, structurally different as any other racial group or any other tribes are different in Africa. Ethiopians were created different. And that was the feedback, that was the neglect we experienced it. But right now, thanks for nobody. I'm not talking about the picture that you see on Facebook. I'm not talking about the picture that you see on Instagram. Just watch YouTube walking videos. You feel like you're walking in the streets of Lagos. You see everybody. You see everybody. Oh my God, I belong there. I always say when I see all those videos, bro, yeah, if I'm there, I'll be just fine. I'll be just fine. Watch a walking tour videos in Ethiopia, and what you gonna say? You saying like, bro, if I'm there, I'll be just fine. I'll be just fine. I love these people. They look good. They look familiar. Guys, this thing were not available back in the days. When I say back in the days, it was not long ago. A decade and a half ago, about 15 years ago, you cannot see these truths as given to us on YouTube right now. What didn't YouTube show us? What is the thing YouTube didn't show us? We saw it all. We have discovered it all about Caribbeans, South Americans, Americans, everywhere, Africans, Asians. We saw it all in the convenience of our comfy couch. We can sit down and watch everybody that our kings of kings, presidents, athletes, wealthy people couldn't discover 15 years ago, 20 years ago. They could not, they were not, they didn't have that opportunity to uncover the country, in a way that we're doing right now. A fifth grader can tell you what Ethiopians' streets look like right now. A fifth grader can express to you what the people of Ethiopia right now. All you gotta do is just show them the walking tour of Ethiopian streets on YouTube. Show them a walking tour of Lagos in Nigeria for your kids. It's good for kids. It's good for everybody. So let me get back to this point of my view. Uh, I said, let me take you to the municipality office. And because I said it so, I said it so. I don't care about your race. I don't care you're white. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care you're West African. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care you are East African, Asian, European. I don't care. But the way we are not unrelated in America, as we know, as we uncover everything, we know everything about each other and living together and find ourselves unrelated with everybody, it just doesn't click. It just doesn't click. Please, 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 let's make this world a better place for you and I. Let's make this world a better place for you and I. Let's get related. If I find uh, a passionate, a level minded, a kind person, a loving, and uh, I just got a phone call. I just got a phone call. And anyway, I do not discriminate, guys. I really do not discriminate. I love everybody. I just want to find a love of my life. I just want to find a love of my life. I've been through a lot. I've been, I try to make out, and I was lucky to be out and hang out with pretty much a lot of white girls. I had a chance to hang out and be friends, be roommates. Yeah, when I say roommates, it was about a year, 6 months. I've been with roommates with white girls and not a lot of African Americans, but I've been in relationship with African American, one or two women. I know about it. I'm not discriminating, but somebody, please let me take you to the municipality office and let's sign that thing. Let's sign that thing. I'm trying to tie it up. I'm just trying to tie it up. I'm tired of the hustle. I'm trying to I'm tired of your thickness, your slimness, your fatness, your what do you call? I'm tired of body. I'm tired of one night stand. I'm tired of your body type. I'm tired of your way that you think about the life, about relationships. You do not have the clue a guy like me could give you a better, a loving future. I'm not boring, guys. The way that I tell you, I get along with everybody. The way that I get along with Americans, because I'm not boring at all. I'm not boring at all. Watch yourself. Watch yourself. If you're boring, probably just follow your heart, follow your passion. And I do the same way. I follow my heart, I follow my passion. I can get along with pretty much everybody. On G's. On G's. I can get along with everybody, bro. So don't tell me African Americans like this. Don't tell me why people are like that. Don't tell me this race, that race, and in you know in the way of that you find those people could hurt you. You could sometimes allow people to hurt you. You're a kind of person given to be hurted. But the way that I know about myself, it doesn't apply to me. So I do not care if you're white, if you're black, if you're Asian, Caucasian, it doesn't matter to me. If you're Latina, it doesn't matter to me. I can pretty much get along with everybody. So time is ticking, guys. Time is ticking. I do not know the time. I do not know when it's going to happen. I just want to tie the knot. I really, really want to tie the knot. I'm tired of being single. I'm tired of living in this unrelated, too much complications, racial conflicts, racial divisions, unrelatedness, which we are dealing with in everyday life. Sometimes you could get a job in some place you're gonna locked in some kind of environment, in some kind of relationships, in some kind of community. You're gonna end up in that job for decades, years and years, and it doesn't support, it doesn't help your social life a bit. You're gonna end up lonely and lonely for such a long time. And that's bothered me. That bothered me. That's why I love freedom. I just want to be free. You know, I work to survive. I work to help my family. I work to be there for people that I care about. And I try to help myself in a such way. I try to help my family and people around me. I just want to be here for my own self too. I just want to help myself. But the way that we live our life in America is toxic. It's very toxic. It's very toxic. I do not have any doubt that you're multiracial, biracial, this type, that type, but you're American. I could be a man. You get what I'm saying? I could be your man, be there for you in your up and downs, in your better days, in your bad days. I could be there for you. I could be your man. But, I mean, time flies, guys. Time flies. It just, things are not. Yeah, when I tell guys on social media that I'm 40, a guy told me yesterday on TikTok Live, by age 40, I want to have 3 babies. By age 40, I want to have 3 babies, and he's 27. Just watch. But he was in Ethiopia right now. He's a U.S. citizen, but he lives in Ethiopia right now. I told him, if you are in Ethiopia, you're in the right place. You are in the right place to get married. You are in the right place to have kids. But I spent my almost 19 years in America. So I spent all my 20s, all my 30s in America. And look what it gets me. Look who I am, where I am. Still Mr. Lonely. And I hate that song so much, so much. So I'm just trying to say, if any woman out there, if any woman out there for me, if any woman out there for me, that you're looking for a real man, a passionate, a caring person, who cares about your future, who cares about your daily life, who cares about your well-being, who cares about what you do, who cares about your dreams, I'll be there for you. I swear to God, I guarantee you, I'll be that man to shape you up. I'll be that man to inspire you, to be there for you in your up and downs, in your success or failure. I'll be right there for you. Anyway, this video is taking too long, and yeah, this is pretty much the outfit for today. And probably I named this video, "Let me take you to the car. Let me take you to the municipality office. Let's tie the knot. Let's tie the knot." Anyway, if you like the video, don't hesitate to show it. Like, share, subscribe. It's your boy Gideon from Kansas City. Peace out.